We hit Commence the Value. Hearth and Home on the Wall of Omens, Mask of Memory trigger. Sacrifice the Glorious Protector. Many triggers, Ghost Corridor trigger. Put everything on the stack. Help support me and save 15% on singles by using the promo code REPLAY at mothershipaTX.com. Commander Replay t-shirts, available in orange and colors beside orange. Welcome back, everyone. Playing some Archangel Avacyn ETB today. Take a look at this opener. It's a little land heavy, but this Mask of Memory I think makes it okay, so we'll keep. Not going to be the quickest thing ever, but this board wipe should be able to slow everything down. Got some removal up here. And the mask should be able to get us to stuff that matters. Nykthos is also nice to have. I mean, Nykthos, it's not ramp right now, but later in the game it will be. There's a Soul Ring for opponent. Into a Ring of Thune. Creature has Vigilance, and if it's white, put a +1/+1 counter on it at the upkeep. Brings it to our turn one. Another land, didn't need that. Drop the Mistveil Plains in. Pass like that. Opponent drops in a new Benalia and scries one. A card that I used to run a lot, and I've kind of gotten away from just because your basic land count matters now. And I've tried to get my basic land count up as much as I can while still having multicolor lands, so New Benalia is one that's gotten cut from a lot of my decks. Brings it back to our turn. There's another land. Oh my god. Yeah, let's take the shuffle. Windswept Heath. Crack Windswept Heath. Get a Plains. Play Mask of Memory. Both of our dual lands are in our hand. Super awkward. Signet for KO. Opponent did drop in a Crossbow Infantry. Not one you see very much of in Commander, but has been playable at various points in Standard. Drizzo Duerden coming in. This is one out of Forgotten Realms. It's a 5-mana 3/3 with double strike. When it enters the battlefield, create a 4/1 legendary cat with trample. Whenever a creature dies, if it had greater power than Drizzt, put a number of +1/+1 counters on it equal to the difference. Very interesting. Very interesting. So I'm guessing this is in here to kill that. I'm guessing that's the plan. Swings over to KO, pokes him for 2. There's a Soul Ring for us. That will speed us up. That is nice. Let's play the Soul Ring. I think this is a good turn for Sacred Foundry. Bring it in tapped. And we'll just tap out our lands right here. So yeah, I've long been wanting to do a Boros ETB deck. There are a few decent commanders to do it with. I think Archangel Avacyn is one of them. The last time I tried this deck, it wasn't the best, but there's been a lot of new tools that should help this deck operate than there were the last time I tried this, like probably 3 or 4 years ago. Opponent gets their Runo Stromkirk into play. Yep, and they pass like that. Let's take a peek at the deck. So here's the list. 31 creatures, lots of ETBs, Inferno Titan, Pass Caller, Luminate Primordial, one you don't get to run much, Flame Tongue Kavu, MVP with Sword of Hearth and Home. Everyone's commander dies, is what that says. Super fun value trick right there. Got a Dockside because it's OP. Also, we need mana. We have a bunch of the other mana creatures in here as well, like Knight of the White Orchid, Core Cartographer, Solemn Simulacrum, Revelark, Karmic Guide, Solitude, Cavalier of Dawn, Kiki. All kinds of fun stuff to be doing, so hopefully we can get some cool value going and, I don't know, just do fun, interesting things. That's the point of this deck. Try to do some fun, interesting stuff that you don't normally get to do. There is a school of thought where maybe Feather is a better commander for this deck because all of these type cards are reusable, and that's certainly a thing you could do. You could also check out Gerard. Gerard is also a very good ETB commander. I have a fairly competitive version of Gerard. It's not like true EDH, but it can win as early as turn 4. Usually it's more like turn 5, 6, or 7. So definitely like high power combo. But because I have that, I haven't delved into very much casual Gerard. But there's certainly a lot of cool things to do there as well. We're going to send the 4/1 our way and the 3/3 over to D-Manny. D-Manny did get himself a Dryad of the Elysian Grove. And Runo is also in play. Brings it back to our turn. There's a Boreas Charger. How does this one work again? Leaves the battlefield. Choose an opponent who controls more lands than you. Search your library for a number of planes equal to the difference. Reveal those. One onto the battlefield, the rest into the hand. Okay. Honestly, we're probably just going to flash in our commander at the end step. Or are we? Because at some point we could yeah, I guess we can just go on this Boreas Charger, actually. So we can play the Boreas Charger. Let's get Nykthos in case of a wheel. Equip the mask. The reason I'm doing this is because leaving our commander in the command zone sets up the play where we can go Avacyn Blasphemous Act and that will buy us a lot of tempo. I'd prefer to not have to discard this high market just because we have Zealous Conscripts in the deck, and this is a fun way to steal someone's stuff and then sacrifice it. Here's a Field of the Dead. Speaking of things you want to steal and sacrifice, Field of the Dead is one of them. Panharmonicon for KO. Yep. We definitely have one of those in this deck. Runo over to the Drizzt opponent. Oh, that doesn't have flying? No, it's an Elf Ranger. The picture looks like it's flying. Those look like wings. Need to keep that in mind. KO's gonna Ninjutsu. Oh yeah, he said this is zombie ninjas. Nice. Misplayed Shinobi. Deals combat damage, may return target creature to that player's hand. Can bounce a token. It'd be pretty annoying for him. Could also just bounce the commander. Misplayed Shinobi. Yeah, gonna bounce a token. Nice. Rhythm of the Wild for opponent. Watch out for that. Late game haste can be super annoying. And Sisay Weatherlight Captain coming in. This is his partner tribal deck. He's going to have a lot of the partner creatures. Boreas Charger is one that I've been trying to use for years, and it's just like always slightly worse than the other options. If you're on a budget, it's perfectly legit, but even when you're not, it tends to be a little awkward. Opponent's going to return the nature of the Panharmonicon. Thankfully not our Mask of Memory, because all we're drawing is lands. Gets a Haunted Cloak, puts it on his commander, so now it's got Haste, Trample, Vigilance, and Double Strike. Those are some keywords. It's going at D-Manny. One problem that we have is the Crossbow Infantry could shoot our Boreas Charger, which would not be the best. I think I've got a plan for that, though. We also just have this Solitude, which could be helpful. Okay, I think I have a plan. We're going to make sure there's no flying on this. Check, no flying. Go to combat. We'll attack KO. It's just an easier attack right now. If we attack over here, they probably shoot the thing. There is some chance that they don't in this moment. There's a Mask of Memory trigger, and boy, do we need that. Draw 2 cards. Discard a card. Ooh, are we discarding the Plateau? I think we might be. Yeah, discard the Plateau. High Market's too good of a combo piece. Play the High Market. Play Arcane Signet. Cards like Glorious Protector help this deck operate a lot. It gives you a lot more ability to blink your stuff, which is huge. We can also flash in a Solitude if we need to. Yeah, that all seems good. Pass like that. Crystal Shard. That's actually a funny card because it could be annoying for us. However, we are an ETB deck, so they probably don't want to target a lot of our things with it. Runo Stromkirk back to play, and they're going to leave 1 mana up for the Crystal Shard, yeah. Sylvar coming in, and it'll partner with Ring of Thune trigger. Opponent did find Trin, by the way. I need to build that deck. That deck looks interesting. He's swinging over to KO. Is KO going to do the Crystal Shard thing? We have 3 cards with Flash right now. We have Avacyn, Glorious Protector, and Solitude. We do not have to commit very much to the board, which is a nice feeling. We might just be on the Luminate Primordial. KO takes a shot. 27, 9 Commander. That is a bit. Ring of Thune onto the Crossbow Infantry. We could Solitude, but I think we're just going to Luminate Primordial and probably clean up everything anyway. He can use this defensively to bounce his own Runo, which he'll probably do. There's a mountain. Did want to make that land drop. Runo does have flying. D-Manny has no flying. Poke D-Manny. Could we have foretold this last turn? Possibly. Keep forgetting about Foretell. Other than Doomscar. I don't know, it's a weird ability. A lot of things to think about this year, and I just kind of forget about that one. Opponent is going to attempt to shoot our Crossbow Infantry right here. Yeah, we probably just let that go. I would like to get this Mask trigger, but I had thought about that and doing the Luminate Primordial to shoot that first, but really I want to shoot their commander because 5/5 Double Strike Trample is pretty scary. Boreas Charger, I don't know if we're going to get any value from this. We haven't played a land this turn, so there's a chance. Search library for 2 planes. Excellent. Awesome. We get 1 on the battlefield tapped. Boreas Charger has done its job, though I did kind of want that Mask trigger. Let's play the mountain. We don't have a lot of red in play. We should at least have double red, so do that before something goes wrong. Cast this Luminate Primordial. Get the commander. That does get indestructible pretty easily. Yeah, get that one. And get the Runo, which will probably just get bounced. Yep, he's going to Crystal Shard his own commander. Crystal Shard is an underrated card. It does a lot of good things. You know what? I think now is actually a good time to foretell this thing. So let's do that. And we actually get to tap out for a little while. And we'll pass like that. KO recasts his Runo and also drops in a Vizier of the Scorpion. Zombie tokens you control of Death Touch, and it amasses 1. D-Manny activates his Sisay to get Thrasios Triton Hero. Does have Riot. Great Bow Doyen. Other archers get +1/+1. Whenever an archer you control deals damage to a creature, it deals that much to that creature's controller. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. This is now a 5/5. It's not amazing. Was hoping to get some mask value right here. He's going to swing that over to KO. Activates the crossbow infantry, but I think he mistimed that. Does 1 damage to itself. It's not some sort of loop, is it? Doesn't look like it. Looks like a misclick. He's going to block with a 1/1. Sure. I might have thrown the Death Toucher in front. I guess we just... Yeah, I might have thrown the Death Toucher in front. Oh, he's going to... Yeah, he's going to block and then bounce this thing. That's fine, too. With this being tapped now, that does give us a path over to there. Try to get some mask value. Skyclave Apparition is handy. Mask of Memory on the Luminate Primordial. Send this over to the green-white player. Mask of Memory. Loot. 2 bounce spells, but we got to give up a land. Ooh. Ephemerate is the better of the 2. I think we're going to give up Long Road Home. Now, there are a couple ways to get things like that back in this deck. Play the Plains. Don't want to miss the land drops. Play the Skyclave Apparition. Rhythm of the Wild is a card that can beat you late. So let's take that off the board. Thrasios is scary too. They can have it for a turn. And if they start getting wild with it, then we'll shoot it if we need to. KO does not hit on the blind flip with Runo. Vizier of the Scorpion coming in. It's going to amass. D-Manny's going to activate Sisay. Yep. Gets Halana and Alina. Okay. I got beat by that card the other day. It can be kind of good. Things get huge quickly. Rampant growth. Gonna pump Sisay, because that makes sense. It's an 8/8. It's coming our way. We can just cast our commander and kill it that way if we want. Seems like a plan. They do plan to get Avacyn in anyway. And we can ephemerate if we need anything else. Oh, we can use Nykthos mana. Flash in Archangel Avacyn. KO's gonna bounce D-Manny's Sisay. Good guy KO just doing things. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Might think about exiling this Crystal Shard. Zalfrin Void. Scry 1. Opponent passes their turn without doing much. Solemn Simulacrum is a cool card. Let's move the mask over to Avacyn. Let's do some attacking. Send this one over here and this one into D-Manny for trying to attack us real big. Though I guess we've been blowing up his stuff. Which I'm sure he doesn't appreciate. We've exiled 2 of his things that I am very much sure he wanted. Mask of Memory trigger. There's a land, but what do we discard? Oh. Huh. I guess the land. I guess we're discarding... I mean, we have the Solemn, so... Yeah, I mean, we don't need to make land drops if we start abusing Solemn, so... That seems like it works. Cast the Solemn. Probably Enlightened Tutor for Hearth and Home, because that's kind of what the entire deck wants to be doing. Get a Plains. Pass like that. Still got Solitude, Ephemerate, and Enlightened Tutor, and the Angel. We have so much stuff with Flash. This is awesome. Oh, you want we could do 2? We could sacrifice the Solemn to draw a card and then flip Avacyn, and that would blow up a decent number of things on board. Mystical Tutor. KO got me with a really bad Rift in the last game. We do have some protection against that. I'd still prefer not to be rifted, though. Goes for a Damnation. Okay, well, I think opponents are going to find out what our deck is up to. Well, there's a couple ways we could go about it. We could... How about that? We have options about what we want to do with this Damnation. He's going to bounce his own commander, yep. Phyrexian Reclamation, sure. Damnation, after thinking about it, I'm going to go on the Ephemerate Avacyn play right here. Ephemerate on Avacyn. Because then when it gets back to our turn, we can just like Ephemerate on Solemn or something like that. Or Skyclave if we need to. Opponent is going to Swords our... Well, it's a good thing we brought options. Glorious Protector. Come save us. Oh, is that non-angel? Well, we can exile... We can protect everything else, is what we can do. Won't be able to save Avacyn, though. Enters battlefield. Exile any number of non-angel creatures you control until Glorious Protector leaves the battlefield. Use the ability. Solemn, Skyclave, Luminate. Opponent gets their token with Skyclave leaving the battlefield. Avacyn back to the command zone. Does fizzle our Ephemerate. That's, you know, it's a card we wanted. Damnation. Blows up the board. We get our things back. Luminate Primordial, no targets. Skyclave Apparition. Let's get this Crystal Shard. He's doing a little too much with the Crystal Shard. Use the Solemn ability. We'll get another Plains. Keep working toward Emeria. Actually, we're on 7 now. So we can start getting mountains after this. We have a bunch of floating mana. We can wait, I guess. Cleansing Nova. We have anything left? Not for that. The board wipe's coming out to play. Skyclave Apparition and Solemn. There's a land. KO gets a token. Sisay back to play. Telling opponents,
death is but a door, time is but a window, I'll be back.
We hope, hopefully we run into our reanimation. Probably need a miraculous recovery in this deck. Don't have one of those in here currently. Probably should. Opponent's doing that. We can cast this Enlightened Tutor. Oh, Tome of Legends is also a card that we might want. Yeah, I think I'm going to go Tome of Legends for the value just because we're kind of slow. Conjurer's Closet is also a card. We don't have any creatures that do a lot. Let's get Tome of Legends. I think we just need to look at more cards. Brings back to our turn. Play a land. Play Tome of Legends. Activate Tome of Legends. Wall of Omens. Cast a Wall of Omens. Draw a card. Hearth and Home. Got there anyway. Yeah, let's just chill back and try not to get crushed by stuff. Runo coming back. I think he's choosing not to put a creature on top. Because, these don't do that much. Probably wants to start looking toward getting a bigger creature. He does have this, too. Great Visionary Stitcher. Zombies have flying. Sacrifice another non-token creature. Create an XX blue zombie creature token where X is the sacrificed creature's toughness. Interesting. Sort of like a blue Gisa. Gravecaller Gisa. Ghoulcaller? Gravecaller? Ghoulcaller Gisa. Hadana's Climb is, that's one to watch out for, actually. Puts a counter on Sisay. Yep. No attacks. Yeah, there isn't really profitable attacks right here. Plus, he'd be open to whatever this deck wants to do. This has been better than I thought, honestly. Wonder if I need to put this in some decks. Puts it on the Drizzt. Cloak onto the Drizzt. KO said that he's playing the morning game version of his deck. For those that aren't familiar, KO and Zombie play a game every morning during the week. Basically, the idea is you're not really allowed to play removal, and you're not really allowed to kill anyone before, turn 10. So it's really just about, doing the most ridiculous things you can. And basically stress testing the limits of Magic Online. How many tokens you can make, how many triggers, just doing lots of silly things. So the morning game is about being silly. They do tend to go kind of long, which is why I haven't shown one on the channel yet, because the editing would be horrendous. Let's end step, cast our commander. Avacyn makes everything indestructible, and Tome of Legends is going to get a counter on it. Brings it back to our turn. There's a mountain. Activate the Tome of Legends. There's a signet. Cast the signet. Equip the mask. Oh, almost forgot the sword. Don't want to forget the sword. Equip the sword. Go to combat. I'm not really interested in finding out what D-Man he's planning to get, so we'll just hang off on that. The sword is helpful, too, because even when this gets flying, we can still block it. Swing into the green-white deck. Tome of Legends counter. We are valuing. Hopefully this attack gets through. They did burn their swords already. I guess we have pro-white, so we're good there. We hit Commence the Value. Hearth and Home on the Wall of Omens. Mask of Memory trigger. Draw 2, discard 1. Ooh, that's a return pass caller also. Nice. Hearth and Home. Get a mountain. Wall of Omens ETBs. Draw another card. So much value. This makes me happy. The deck is doing what it's supposed to. 1, 2... I think we missed the land from our hand, though. It's fine. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We do have enough to replay Sword of the Animist. Or cast Sword of the Animist for the first time, rather. We'll pass like that. Sit on the Solitude in case things go wrong. Next turn, probably return pass caller, try to get the Ephemerate back, because that gives us a lot of tools to work with. Could also think about Long Road Home. Oh, funny story. If we, we could blink this to get the other one back. Oh, yeah, that seems pretty good. Next turn, that's going to be a thing. Sergeant Flintlock says, glad to see Archangel Avacyn doing good, at least. She's been my favorite Boros commander pretty much since she was printed. Yeah, we're having a pretty good go right here. We valued hard. Don't have any infinite win conditions in the deck. Oh, there might be one, actually. I think there's a Kiki Zealous Conscripts thing. Nope, I cut the Zealous Conscripts. Oh, man, I thought I left those in. Well, yep, probably no infinites then. Oh, there might be one. I think Aurelia's in here. Yeah, Aurelia to Hearth and Home is an infinite. So for those that are looking to make the deck a little stronger, that's a way you can go. Revelar Karmic Eye Sack Outlet will also do it, and Zealous Conscripts and Kiki all fit right into the plan. But I know what those combos do, and I know how they win, so I was just trying to get a feel on the deck without that stuff. Because you can run those in, almost any deck, and if you put them together, they'll win you the game. Activate Sisay. Gets a Nakara. Whenever another creature you control leaves the battlefield, if I have one or more counters on it, you draw a card and lose a life. Decent. This is a spirit. We could also get that back with the Pass Caller. Yeah, next turn we're going to do some stuff with the Pass Caller. I think it's going to be pretty sweet. Demonic Tutor. Well, that makes me nervous. Chromatic Ori. Yeah, that's a good one. Basically, you get 2 activations of Sisay now. Gonna put a counter on the Nakara. Yep. This deck probably needs a Black Blade Reforged just to speed up the clock. It'd be really good right now with all the lands we have. And, like, if this deck does its thing at all, it should generate lands really easily because of Solemn. And you can run... I think I've got 3 cards that find lands in the deck right now. No, 4, actually. You can run, like, easily 4 or 5 of those if you want to. Oh, you know what card might be kind of crazy? Oblivion Sower. Oh, that's a cast, not an ETB. Never mind. No attacks from opponent. Think everyone figuring out that we might be the threat? Ooh, artifacts and enchantments. No. That's bad. That was a large portion of everything that we were doing. Oh, I know what we can do. We can put the sword back on the bottom, is what we can do. And then get it with Stoneforge Mystic. D-Manny's gonna activate Chromatic Orrery. Gets himself a Crom. Oh man, I'm sad about the Tome of Legends. I mean, it's already gotten us pretty good value, but we could have more value. All the artifacts and enchantments getting blown up. We seem to be doing very good on lands and opponents less so. Archery Training. Triggers Crom, they're going to draw a card. This creature deals X damage to target attacking or blocking creature where X is the number of arrow counters on it. At your beginning of your upkeep, put an arrow counter on it. Sure. End step, let's get this Solitude in. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of nasty, but we gotta take care of the Sisay. It's getting to that later portion of the game. They don't have a ton of mana, like they've done all right. Let's see. There are 2 lands behind the turn count, which isn't really where you want to be with a Sisay deck, but... Oh, we lost all that artifact mana. Needed that. Nakara, they draw a card and lose a life. Recruiter of the Guard. Let's not mess this up. Use the Misspell Plains. Put Hearth and Home back in the deck. Maybe this is a Feast and Famine play. Feast and Famine would be good too. Cast Stoneforge Mystic. Use the ability. Get Hearth and Home. We should get Feast and Famine probably, but it's like so nasty and I play it all the time. We're gonna get this Hearth and Home and have some fun with it. Because we're also well set up to use it. 6 mana off of Nykthos currently is pretty good. Let's cast the Hearth and Home. Crom triggers. Chaos' Fumble was card number 101. Whoops. Didn't make the deck. Put this on there. Actually, let's see. If we tap these 2 and that'll give us 6 mana, which would give us exactly enough. Yeah, okay. Let's do it. Nykthos on white. 6 white mana. Equip the sword. Get the Pass Caller. Get Ephemerate. Swing into the green-white deck. Feel like I picked on D-Manny a lot this game. Hearth and Home. Blink the Pass Caller. Actually, I don't know that we needed to do that. That's fine. Because we already have the land for Ephemerate. I was thinking about drawing the card, but... Get a Plains. Pass Caller. Yeah, let's get Long Road Home. It's working. The deck is working very slowly. Pass like that. Opponent's at 16 commanders, so we'll probably want to think about finishing them up. Opponent says value. Yep. Runo. Cracks a bad river. KO does not have much in the way of lands. He's on 6 lands on turn 11. Wow. He was definitely living off of his signets a bit. Runo into green-white. Sakashima Student, they're going to Ninjutsu. They get a copy of Return Pass Caller. It's interesting. They're going to get back the Damnation. We're protected against that. Oh no! We can't Ephemerate Avacyn. We needed to move the sword. KO definitely looks like he's trying to board wipe, though. Yep, there's the Damnation. This one's going to get us. Is it worth ephemerating anything? Kind of need card draw. We have 2 bounce spells. Yeah, I'm going to bounce the Wall of Omens here. Just keep the value coming. We draw. It's a Kiki. Kiki is something that could let us close out the game somewhat quickly if we have a board state. There's a Karmic Guide in the deck, so probably Recruiter, Karmic Guide, get our stuff back is probably where we need to be. Kiki the Karmic Guide, if we have enough mana. Explorer Scope for opponent. D-Manny gets himself a Firemine Vessel and Regna the Redeemer, and partners for Krav the Unredeemed. Those 2 are nasty together. And opponent gets himself an Explorer Scope and a Reconnaissance. We have an Ephemerate trigger, but we can't do much with it. Ooh, it's going to stay in exile. It's not the best. Yeah, there's no targets. We can't cast it. That sucks. We can flash in Avacyn, but I don't think it's worth it. I think we have the most lands. I don't know that White Orchid's going to do much here. Yeah, Recruiter of the Guard. Get Karmic Guide. Got nervous for a second, thought I didn't see it. Karmic Guide, get Luminate? Solitude? Let's get Luminate. Regna is nasty. It's the type of thing that beats you very slowly, and since we're not winning very quickly, he will have an opportunity to do that. Cast this Kiki. Make a copy of Karmic Guide. What are we getting? Solemn is not the worst idea. Pass Caller isn't terrible. What can Pass Caller get us back? Get us back Enlightened Tutor. I like Pass Caller because it has flying, and when we need to actually bring some damage, it'll be good for that. So let's get the Pass Caller. Getting back Enlightened Tutor. Send this one over to KO. And we've rebuilt! Opponent says, the value change this deck can pull. Good job. We rebuilt like there was no board wipe at all. Runo. Man, if we can untap with Kiki and Karmic Guide and all this stuff, we should be able to start taking over the game from this point. D-Manny's got 6 cards, though. Academy Ruins, Signet back on top. He's looking for mana. Felwar Stone. Did think about something like a Perforos for this deck with creatures coming in and out of the play, but, like, I don't know. Perforos just isn't my speed. Like, I get that it's really effective, but, like, it just kills people so efficiently. And there will be times where, at the beginning of the game, Perforos isn't the best. Late in the game, it's probably going to be pretty good, but opponent finally cast their Trin, but we take a shuffle. Oh, funny story. This is a Spirit, meaning that this can get it back. Oh, wow. That is an interaction. Did not know that. D-Manny taps, that looks like the Cyclonic Rift. Which means we need to find Rift Protection. How do we get this thing back to our hand? Vivian. Destroy target artifact, enchantment, or creature with flying. We have some of those. Bet he shoots the sword. No, they're going to look with Vivian. Oh, I figured it out. Okay. We let Karmic Guide go. It dies. No. We pay for the Karmic Guide is what we do. Okay. Yeah, just pay for Karmic Guide. And then what we can do is we can Kiki, copy the Karmic Guide, get Glorious Protector if a Rift should show up. And that's a pretty solid play. Oh, someone dropped an Urborg. Tapping lands is more difficult. Pay the Echo cost. There's a land. Play the land. I was thinking about Enlightened Tutor, but we might wait on that, actually. Yeah, Sword on the Pass Caller. Really wish we could just take people out right now. Don't have the damage. What is that? That's 6, 10, 12, 13? Guess we got to go after the Planeswalker, then. Oh, God. We're not going to get a Sword trigger. It'll be fine. It would have been nice, but we'll be okay without it. Could have planned that out better. Whoops. Denied ourselves value right there. Opponent goes down to 12. We'll just sit on our stuff. Signet. Sisay into play. Has 9 mana up. 3/3 over to KO. Opponent makes a 1/1. Elite Archers coming in. Nice. That's actually some damage. They don't have haste yet, though. Gonna equip that. Yeah, we want to start trying to get people out of the game. It is now turn 14. Use the Nykthos. Make a lot of white mana. Get Avacyn. Indestructible. Copy the Karmic Guide. Oh, did we just bait the Rift? I think we just baited the Rift. I messed up, too, because I thought this was an instant ETB. It's an end-of-turn ETB. Yep, there's the overloaded Rift. Yeah, that's not what we wanted to do. What do we need to keep in play to have success here? Karmic Guide? Yeah, we'll hit the Karmic Guide anyway. Actually, no. Maybe Avacyn. Avacyn gives us the ability... Yeah, Avacyn will give us the ability to take down Flintlock. Yeah, I kept thinking Long Road Home was Ephemerate with the timing, and it is not. Ooh, Avacyn will come back to our end step. It's awkward. Return to the command zone? No. Yeah, we get bounced. There's a land. Play the land. Karmic Guide. Get back Solitude. Exile Sisay. Kiki. Yeah, we could have played around that Rift better. We got 4 white mana to work with. We can get some stuff into play. Let's get Recruiter. See what kind of cool small stuff we can get. Priest of Ancient Lore, Card Cartographer, Flametongue Kavu, Hedge Mage, Dockside, Burnished Heart, and Ardent Elementalist. Ooh, that one's interesting. Not a lot of artifacts in play, so we don't really need the artifact destruction. I guess a Rift just went off, but I don't think there were that many anyway. Get the Priest, then. Play the White Orchid. This is mostly just to get the Devotion into play for next turn with the Nykthos. And we'll pass like that. Leave up High Market just in case we got to sacrifice something to an exile or something like that. Long Road Home. Our commander's coming back. We're indestructible. Opponent's trying to stop the madness. Avacyn does come back as a 5/5. That's nice. That is lethal over there without having to do anything else. Signet for KO. What kind of big creatures do we have in the deck? We have Inferno Titan and Aurelia that can bring damage. Amaria Shepherd is reasonable damage. Yeah, this deck could use a little more damage, I think. Ogre Battle Driver would speed up the process a lot. Runo back to play. Is putting a creature back on top? Didn't look like it. I did cut Thalia's Lancers before the game, I think. Yeah, I did, which would be super helpful to go find Aurelia or Feather. Haldan. Oh, there might be a Felidar. Yeah, there might be a combo with Kiki with one of the blink thingies. I forgot about that. The Felidar guy in here. No, there's a Restoration Angel, though. That would do it. Paco. He's going to swing into us with the Paco. I guess we just take that. It's only a 5/5. We're still at 39. Been a lot of board wipes this game. What'd they exile? Teleportation Circle. We wanted. That was one that we wanted. Oh, I wonder if... Yeah, there's probably something we could have did on the board wipe, too. If High Market was up, I don't know if it was, we could have sacrificed Avacyn when it had the sword on it, and then used Kiki Karmic Guide to bring back Avacyn. Maybe that was a while ago, though. Maybe we didn't have that set up going. Krav coming into play, yeah. Krav can be scary. Opponent makes a 1/1. You're going to draw a card with War Room, sure. We could bring back Glorious Protector and then sacrifice it to High Market to re-trigger everything. Not the worst idea I've ever heard. Bow of Nylea for opponent. Reconnaissance. It's not quite the end step yet, but there's only 1 mana up. Copy the Karmic Guide. What do we need? We need damage. Or value. Get a Solemn. That's what we've been missing from the mix of like all these ETBs is getting more to lands. Still got a couple basics left in the deck, I think. Probably not too many, but yeah, we've got 4 or 5 left. Get a Plains. Sacrifice the Karmic Guide to the end step. Oh, I guess we could have had that as attack. We'd have to pay the Echo cost, though. No one wants to do that. He's back to our turn. Echo cost. We're going to pay. Maybe not. No, because we spend more and more mana, we just get the Pass Caller, so we'll let it go. Oh, that's a Fair's Protection. Play the Pass Caller. Get back the Karmic Guide. Cast the Karmic Guide. Get back Stoneforge Mystic. Use the ability. Get a Feast and Famine. Activate this. 12 white mana is a bunch. Feast and Famine. Who are we putting it on, though? Lifelink guy? Lifelink guy makes sense. We don't have protection from blue over there. Cast the Hearthenhome. Equip the Hearthenhome. Green, white, or black, white, white, white. Yeah, we have protection from all that. So Kiki the Solitude. Solitude the Haldan. They Krav a bunch of their own things. They'll gain a bunch of life. Draw a bunch of cards. We'll use the last of our mana here to cast this Priest of Ancient Lore. Draw a card, gain a life. Oh, it's a Conjurer's Closet. Go to combat. And time to start getting people out of the game. Turn 15. This one over to the green-white player. This one into D-Manny. What is this? That's a 1/4. Nothing good for that knight, so send that to KO. This one to KO. This one at D-Manny. That one will die. Sit on that one. Attack like that. Opponent's going to block our Solitude copy. 2 sword triggers. Opponent finally going down. 21 commander damage. Avacyn's going to flip because we lost a creature. Well, we'll want to prepare for that. Blink Kiki. Lands untapped. Let's get a mountain. 1 Plains left in the deck. Might as well leave it in there for Amaria Shepherd in case it shows up. It'd be kind of awkward with no Plains. Kiki's untapped. That gives us ways to play around things, which is nice. Play the Conjurer's Closet. And we'll just activate Nykthos. This is going to be a lot of mana. 13 white mana. Play the Conjurer's Closet. Play the Luminate. Exile the stuff. Misveil Plains. Nah, maybe we'll leave Tome of Legends right where it is because Cavalier... we can put it back in. Tome of Legends, back in the deck. Pass like that. Solitude's going to get sacrificed. Conjurer's Closet, we can blink something. What do we need to blink? Card draw? Let's get the... Blink the Recruiter. It's controlled card draw. Recruiter trigger. Not a lot left in the way of lands. We can get a Flametongue Kavu, though. Just in case we need more removal. There hasn't been enough removal this game. Oh, God. There's an Avacyn thing on the thing right there. Copy? Oh, right. It's Legends only. Okay. Copy the Karmic Guide. Karmic Guide, get back Glorious Protector. Glorious Protector, start protecting stuff. Use the ability. Choose everything that we can. That one will survive. Maybe not that one. Avacyn the Purifier. 3 damage each creature and each opponent. It could make sense to have a sack outlet in the deck for Avacyn. if you're trying to flip her over and wipe the board on everyone. We haven't really needed to because there's been so much removal this game, so that's not really the thing we've been wanting to do. We've had a Blasphemous Act for 15 turns. Just been watching it because haven't needed it. Sakashima Student. Don't be a Solitude? It's a Solitude. What are we targeting? Targeting our commander. We could just sacrifice it, or we could just let it go. Just let it go. I think we can just recast it. We gained a bunch of life, back to 52. The 6/5 would have been nice. What is that, that 10? Oh, yeah. No, we would have been able to put exactly 21 on D-Manny if we Teferi's Protection right there. Okay. Chromatic Lantern for opponent. Argul's Bloodfast. Ghost Quarter on our high market. Well, I guess we're using it then. Does he have a board? Well, we have a Teferi's Protection. Sacrifice the Glorious Protector. Many triggers. Ghost Quarter trigger. Put everything on the stack. Oh, choose a spirit. Get back the Karmic Guide. Solemn. Recruiter. Priest of Ancient Lore. Illuminate. Targeting the Solitude. Draw a card. Steel Shaper's Gift. Completely useless. Actually, maybe not. We can get the Mask of Memory back if we want to. Recruiter, yes. Get the Hedge Mage in case we need more removal on artifacts and enchantments. Solemn. Mountain. 2 basics left. Stoneforge Mystic. Use the ability. Nothing left in our deck. High Market. Gain a life. Ghost Quarter. Oh, going to be one of our last basics. Get a Mountain. Alright, let's see what else opponent has. Draw a card with Bloodfast. Draw another card. We could probably put, like... maybe we just need Inferno Titan. Like, that's the card we need. If we had Inferno Titan, we're making all these copies and people would die much faster. Keep drawing. Ukima. Partners. Go to the end step. Kiki on the Pass Caller. Pass Caller, get Long Road Home. Recast our commander if we can afford it. We can. Avacyn ETBs. I guess we can Enlighten Tutor. See if we can find something cool. Really just need damage. What's the third mode in this thing? Tap a blocker? It's not awful. Toma Legends? Toma Legends. Draw the Toma Legends. Play the Toma Legends. Activate the Toma Legends. Scalding Tarn. Play a Scalding Tarn. Play a Flame Tonkavu. Shoot the thingy. Ukima down. Does damage to us. I mean, this isn't 56 damage. Move a sword to Avacyn. Yeah, move another sword to Avacyn. Let's go to combat. Everything at KO, pull this one back, and we'll try to get D-Manny with commander damage. Toma Legends gets counter. Oh, probably shouldn't have attacked with Kiki. I mean, I hope this kills KO. Our creatures are really small. -5. All right, fantastic. Blink Kiki, case of emergency. Peace and Famine did not even use our mana all that much. Yeah, get our last planes. Cast Karmic Eye, make sure it's in play so we can do the thing. Get Wall of Omens. It's a land. Pass like that. Conjurer's Closet. Recruiter. Oh god, we gotta do the Avacyn thing again. Teferi's Protect ourselves, probably. Recruiter. I guess Ardent Elementalist. Avacyn trigger. We're just gonna Teferi's Protect. Rift is gone. We should be fine here. This apparently just transformed in phased out state. It's pretty interesting. Didn't know that was a thing you could do. Opponent draws a card, draws another card, down to 22. Draws another card, draws another card, draws another card. He said he was looking for his Teferi's Protection. Does not look like he found it. Anguished on making on his own thing. And he scoops it right there. Finally, wow, what a long game. Maybe this deck needs some quicker ways to close things out. I guess we made some mistakes with the Cyclonic Rift and some of the other things we could have played around better. If we had survived those board wipes, that tempo would have ended this game much sooner. So loose play on our part, extending the game a bit. But the deck performed well. It did exactly what it was supposed to do. It valued hard. Yeah, it was really cool. I really like that. I think I would add a Blackblade Reforged, speed up the process of closing the game out. What do you cut? I have no idea. The Wanderer would have been good because we wouldn't have to protect ourselves from our own Avacyn if we could keep that in play, so that would have been nice. I have no idea what I'm cutting. I'll figure it out in a minute. Probably the worst card in this deck is the Shepherd of Cosmos, but I really want to keep it. We do have a lot of 2-drops, and it's Bad Sun Titan, and Bad Sun Titan is still pretty good. I don't really feel like we need a Maria's Call, although I guess it's a land, but probably don't want to go too low on the land count. 1 flip land. Probably cheating on lands a little bit, but yeah, I could see 34. Yeah, maybe we just cut this Return to Dust. Bring back and probably ideally get like a Sajiri Glacier in the deck. Other than that, yeah, it worked. It did what it was supposed to. I think the one issue you might run into is that there's only so many blink spells like this, and you can only put so many in your deck, and you kind of need to draw some cards just to be able to look at them, so might have to smooth out some of the card draw, but with the second card draw creature in white, it might not be as bad. I'm not sure yet. I could probably use one more thing in here to really punch out damage. I don't know what that is, honestly. Ooh, maybe like a... It's a little clunky, right? It makes sense on turn 15, but probably doesn't make that much sense on turn 7, is Molten Primordial. That'll help you get damage done. Actually, oh, you know what? Zealous Conscripts. You can do the Kiki Zealous thing, and that would speed up the process. There you go. That's how you win the game. Boreas Charger, maybe? Yeah, we're cheating on lands. Probably want to keep that Boreas Charger. Rally the Ancestors is not... You probably want another reanimation spell in that spot, but Rally the Ancestors really isn't the best, so we'll cut that one. But anyway, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, feel free to comment, like, or subscribe. Thank you for watching. I want to thank my awesome Patreon supporters. You guys are awesome. If you want to help support the channel, vote on which decks I play next, or if you're just looking to get a game of webcam EDH going, be sure to check out my Patreon at the link below.